say dada? Dada. And how do you say phone? Phone. And how do you say ball? Ball. And how do you say mama? Mama. And how do you say drink? Drink. Good girl. Hey guys, my name is Kate. Welcome here. Today I am going to be talking to you about how we taught our toddler baby sign language. I'm sitting outside today because she's napping. It's just such a beautiful day and I don't feel like I've gotten enough sunshine because we haven't really been outside too much. We're in the middle of potty training right now. Hopefully the birds aren't distracting, but we're going to jump into baby sign language. Okay, so babies develop receptive language before they develop expressive language, which basically means they understand a lot about what's happening before they can express themselves in words. Studies have actually shown that babies who learn baby sign language are able to move on to expressive language sooner than they would have been able to without baby sign language. So that's a good reason to introduce your baby to sign language. The best reason that I found, or the number one reason why I love baby sign language, is that it helped our daughter to be less frustrated when she didn't have words to explain what she wanted and we couldn't understand what she was saying. We gave her signs to help her communicate with us, and it really helped before she was able to start actually speaking. Some babies are able to understand signs as early as 6 months, but normally they don't have the control to actually sign back to you until about 8 or 9 months. To be honest, we started introducing signs with Olivia around 9 months old, and I'll talk about which ones we did first, but she wasn't able to start really signing back until she was a year old. Okay, so the first thing that we did in order to get her started with signs is we bought this book, and I will put a link down below. I'm also going to put a link down below to Love Every Play Kits. One of the play kits comes with a sign book, which is awesome. It's actually a play kit that we didn't get because we didn't do a lot of the baby ones. We've only done the toddler ones, but with our next kids, God willing, we will definitely be getting the Love Every kits and get that sign language book as well. So the book basically gives you some like cartoonish pictures and then actual people signing, like a baby and an adult, which is awesome, signing the sign. Night. And how do you say light? Light. Good girl. I think it's a great book to start with. These are the words we actually started with Olivia. More. So more is like this. How do you say more? More. And we started with that when she was eating. Basically what we would do is just every time we put more food onto her tray, we would say more and we would sign it. Her tray's empty, but I still have more food for her and she wants more, clearly. So I would just say more and I would put it on there. At first, you shouldn't really expect them to produce the sign back to you right away, although obviously it would be awesome if they could or if they did, but it's not really realistic for them to be able to do that the first few times. Eventually, she would start signing back more. The other thing I did every single time was all done. How do you say all done?
All done.
All done. This is a really easy one for babies to do once they learn how to move their wrists like that. So we did more and all done were the first two signs that we did. After we did more and all done, we started teaching her some of the other signs out of this book. So the key with each of the signs is that you want to use it consistently and you want to use it in the right context. Some really good signs around mealtime, again, are more, all done, please, and thank you. Thank you. And say please. How do you say please? Good girl. Some signs that would be really helpful to avoid frustration, or the one that helped us the most, was again. This is again. So if she wanted to do something again, she is now able to tell us, and she uses that sign for a lot of different things. Another one to avoid frustration is actually the word help. So to sign help, you go like this. It's a thumbs up and you kind of like lift it up. Olivia kind of just goes like this. How do you say help? Help. But we get the point and we help her. So help was huge, and basically what I did with that was if she would start to get frustrated with something that she couldn't do, she would just start screaming like, ah! And I would tell her, baby, ask for help. Like, do you need mommy's help? And then she would do it. Like I mentioned, we are potty training right now, and although she can say poo-poo and pee-pee, she's not like super consistent with saying it, which is why I felt better about just teaching her a sign. So this is poop. and this is P. This is kind of a little bit harder, but I'm going to show you her doing it. And then this is potty, which is like super easy if you're looking for potty training signs, so you can potty train your child a little bit earlier. That's pee-pee. Good job. And how do you say poo-poo?
Boo-boo.
Poo-poo. And can you say potty? Potty. We actually did one day of potty training when she was 18 months old, and I felt like traumatized by it. But the one good thing that happened was after we did that, we diapered her again until 19 and a half months, which is the age she's at now. After we put her back in diapers after that one day of potty training, she would say poop all the time before she would poop in her diaper. So she really, that one day, really gave her a recognition of what's happening in her body, and she tells us now. Another sign that she uses very often is milk. So she asks for milk, and she doesn't ask to eat that much. She just usually goes over to the pantry and like tries to point to something that she wants, but she does ask for crackers a lot. So this is Cracker. So crackers and milk are like her comfort foods when she's like stressed out and she wants to feel better. Oftentimes she asks for milk or she asks for crackers. That's very helpful if she's upset. So even though her expressive language is really starting to come out more than it was when she's a year old, we're still teaching her new signs because we think it is important. It helps her brain, and studies have shown that it actually increases IQ. I have no idea whether that is true or not, but thought I would throw it in there if you are interested. So I think baby sign language is something that you shouldn't take too seriously as if like if my baby doesn't sign, something's wrong with them, right? Like I think Olivia started doing her first sign definitely a little bit like older than what I've read, but who cares? Like if it helps you, I think that that's wonderful. And we're actually going to continue teaching her signs until her expressive language gets to be like amazing, because there's still a lot that she can't say. She has made up her own signs. Like she has her own sign for music. She made up her own sign for the sun. So it's really cool to get to see her get excited about signing. The birds are going crazy right now. But yes, every time we teach her a new sign, she like lights up. She loves it. I hope that this video was helpful. If you enjoyed this content, please go ahead and like the video. I really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. It helps me to grow. And if you subscribe, all it means is that you will see my newest videos when you come onto your YouTube app. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you are all staying well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.